Hey y'all, this is Hillbilly Jill, introducing y'all to a video introducing Ecology. Just a disclaimer, no animals were hurt, no firearms were used, and no laws were broken. I'm sorry I couldn't be here to participate in this video, but please enjoy.
Howdy y'all, this here's Rogue Eagle, coming at you live from the heart of Louisiana, out here in the bayou. Today we're going to be talking about ecology and how it relates to hunting. Now, hunting can be good and bad. However, you want to make sure that you don't overdo things in hunting. So today, we got ourselves a 12 gauge birdshot. Gonna load this up. We're going turkey hunting today. Now, safety is on. We want to make sure that we don't over hunt the turkeys. So you want to always register yourself with your local government. Now, hunting turkeys effectively limits their population, which actually could help populations like deer or other animals that forage on the same nutrients and resources that the turkeys would. Alright y'all, we're going to take it out on a nature walk right now, show you some of the cool, neat parts of the environment around you. So basically, your government and the local conservation authority, they're going to track and regulate the hunting of certain species. You want to try and limit how much of them are taken per year and which kinds regarding young and old, mature. You want to limit which ones are taken so you could keep the population stable. You don't want to overdo it, otherwise the population may become endangered. Now, I want you to follow me down this trail, but keep a good enough distance. There's some killers out here now. Killer animals, don't want to deal with them. That's why we got old Bessie out here. Now, you follow me. We can see different parts of the forest over here. See, over here, there seems to be a hole up in the tree line. The hole in the tree line allows for more available sunlight and resources to come to the plants over here, such as water or the minerals that are coming down. Now, if you compare the heights of these plants to ones out over there, underneath the tree line, you're going to see that those plants over there are much shorter. They're not as dense in the amount of plants that are spread out in there. A little more scarce on that side. But if we come back and look over here again, we see a lot more full plants, a lot more tall plants, more beefy type of plants, if you get what I'm saying. That's because over here, there's not as much competition. In the same way, we can talk about turkeys and deer. Today we're looking for some turkeys. However, the turkeys and the deer eat the same types of food. They typically eat grasses, nuts, berries out in the wild. So if there's too many turkeys, then the deer might have a harder time surviving. So you want to keep both populations in check and stable, but not overdo the hunting in either one. Now, if you continue to follow me down the trail here, we're still on the look for some turkeys. Now, we're a little bit loud right now. They might be out of the way, but I do have a turkey call, if you could hear it. We'll draw them in once we get a little bit closer to the spot that they like to roam. Come on. Now, the good part about what I'm wearing, besides my backpack, but you always got to have the necessities, it's called camouflage. In the wild, it's called cryptic coloration. Now, some neat thing that you might want to know, this jacket is from a company called Cryptek. Now, most people don't know that's a play on words. Cryptek, cryptic coloration. That's just basically, in a sense, how animals like to camouflage themselves and blend in with the environment to either avoid predation or avoid being sighted by their prey. Many animals have developed this through evolution, through genetic variation, and basically which animals got to reproduce based on favorability out here in the wild. Come on. Now, hunters play a vital role in what we call the carrying capacity of an environment for an animal. Carrying capacity, if you think about it on a graph, is just a straight line across, no slope, zero slope, but it's the amount of animals that an environment can handle based on the available resources, space, food, water, mates, etc. Now, turkey's calling. We got hunting, which when it's overdone can bring the animal population well below the carrying capacity. However, in nature there are natural fluctuations above and below this line. Hunters help keep the line a little bit more stable as they limit the animals that are able to compete in that population. Now, Freedom Frank, if you continue down this trail and follow me, if you take a look at this leaf right here, you'll see that an insect or some other type of small animal maybe has taken pieces of this leaf as part of its food. Now this is a primary producer right here. It takes energy from the sun, takes them into the chloroplasts, and makes sugars on its own. It's autotrophic. Now, ain't that neat? Think about that. Any type of animal at any trophic level, which is a food eating level if you want to think about it as that, they're able to feed off of each other. Animals feed off of the plants here, different types of leaves. Those would be herbivores if that was all they ate. Then there's different types of predators above that will eat those. And energy is transferred up the trophic levels, about 10% per level. But it's very cool to think about how everything connects out here in the wild. It's a nice place to be. Now, if you follow me, we're gonna set ourselves up over there near those trees for a little bit of a turkey hunting. You ready? Come on. Hey, hey! Now, this right here is a nice clearing. We got a nice viewpoint all around us, and we're able to sit here, use my cryptic coloration to blend in, my camouflage, and we're gonna start the calls. Ready? Now, if you want to have a little bit of my secrets, some turkeys can sense freedom. I always tend to roll with my man having my back in DC. He's got my heart over here. Freedom is in the air, and freedom, capitalism, attract all beings. So the turkeys are attracted to not only this, but got ourselves a turkey call here just in case the freedom isn't good enough. Now we're gonna take a little bit of a gander. Make sure the area is nice and clear of other hunters, and we'll start off. We'll see how this one works out. Stay tuned.
3 hours later.
Freedom Frank, did you hear that? Keep it low. I think we got one. Oh, turkey down! Let's get him! Oh, look at this one. That, my friends, is how you bag yourself a turkey. Keep yourself ecologically smart out here. All right, now that we've bagged our turkey, got the safety back on our firearm, I'd like to thank y'all for joining me out on this nature walk. I hope y'all learned something. I want you to make sure that when you're out here in nature, that you keep an ecological mind. You want to see how everything is connected out here, but you also want to be conservative of it. You want to protect it and make sure that it's here for future generations. Don't overhunt, but don't look down on hunting neither. I hope that y'all understand how hunters play a role in stable populations, if you will. Thank you again. Join me next time on our nature walk. We'll now turn it over to Freedom Frank and Hillbilly Jill to take a little more scientific side for you.
Here we go, y'all. Back to the studio to dive deeper into what we have just discussed. Stay with us.
Hey, it's Professor Freedom Frank here to talk to you guys today about freedom itself and the ecology that comes with it. And today I would like to show you my book, and you all should definitely buy it. It's a nice read. Over 500 pages long. Have a nice 18 hours spending your life sitting here grueling over my pages. And ecology is the branch of biology that deals with the relations of organisms with other organisms around them and the environment. And this concerns population density and the amount of and the carrying capacity of an ecosystem. Now, the population density of an area is the amount of organisms living at a certain time in a specific area. The carrying capacity is how many organisms can be supported with the population and the surrounding resources in this specific niche.
Who's Denise? Well, little Darwin out here. Buy my merch. Alright, sorry from that interruption from Freedom Frank. We'll be taking a short break so I can talk about populations and communities and how they can relate to ecology itself. So, a population refers to a group of organisms and or species that live in the same environment or ecosystem. And a community is a group of organisms that all live together and interact with each other so they can survive. The progression of an ecosystem boils down to the individuals that make up the populations and communities of that ecosystem. Some individuals in an ecosystem show genetic variations and differences, such as cryptic coloration, unlike this man. And other individuals might show cryptic coloration in a different way that helps them blend into their environment. And other showings of evolution, like the beak sizes and the finches, the homies claim to fame. Things like this help increase the favorability of an individual and thus the evolution of their species, allowing it to thrive in their environment.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this adventure throughout the woods in Louisiana and back to the hometown, Center East, New York.
I cut.
Yo, what's up with Lamarck, bro?
Yeah, like what is he? An
Your
idiot or
ass
something?
stretching your ass with
Yeah,
it?
like stretch the neck,
Look,
baby.
let's reach the leaves, boys. Let's
Yeah.
reach the leaves real quick. I got get the ones on the top so I can throw them down to my lady on
Yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah, we all know it's both parents that help you.
Yeah, it's both. Both of them. It's Mendelian genetics.
Yeah. Like, you don't
Genetic
just stretch
material.
your neck and then all of a sudden, oh, it's 9 feet long.
Oh,
Like,
of
this
course,
man's
of course.
crazy.
Yeah, one side of one parent gives half, one parent gives the other half. Haploids, eventually forms diploid cell. Mutations in there, that's how we get evolution.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, hello there. Well, I want to thank you for watching our video, and I really hope you learned about ecology. Hillbilly Jill, out.